Welcome to Pumpkin Guts, where we
spill our guts
over
Halloween.
and horror.
Boom. See, I'm not the only one who knows the intro.
We did it.
Welcome back, folks, to another episode. Sitting here, we're talking spooky things. How are you guys?
Great. Doing great.
How bad does my eye look?
It does not look bad at
Okay.
all, truthfully.
What happened to your eye?
She was just itching it.
Oh.
She
I
took
just
her.
took my contact
Honestly, I feel like my eyes are always like.
And where did you put your contact?
in my pocket.
Pocket. Just trying to act like I didn't see it, but I saw it.
I know you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. All right, so we are talking about a very fun topic today.
Let us introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah, I'm Ryan.
I'm Janae.
Who are we? I'm Nick. Hi.
Is that who you are?
I am.
Last time you checked?
I am Groot.
You're Dick.
Oh.
You're Nick? I thought your name was Dick.
I'm going to clip all of your moments and just put them into
That's why
one
Patrick
video.
laughed.
all of Nick's Patrick moments, let's just get that into one compilation. All right. So we actually started this episode already, but it was all interrupted. Quite fortunately so, because one of our cameras died and we didn't realize it until after we did it. So it stopped because Nick and I were not sporting the Pumpkin Man, which now we are. Pumpkin Man.
Gotta keep these boys in line.
Janae does. She's the one that was yelling at us because we weren't wearing Pumpkin Man. We're talking about Pumpkin Man today. Crazy. We've gone 5 episodes, and this is the first time we're actually talking about the Pumpkin Man.
Proud of you.
Thank you. I'm not too self-promotional. This is our film that's coming out September 5th. If you're interested in getting a copy, you can go to screamteamreleasing.com on September 5th and pre-order the Blu-ray. They will be shipping on September 19th. Very fun stuff. We're very proud of this film. It was shot locally here in Central Florida and also at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail in Plant City. So very much looking forward to people actually seeing it. If you want to check out some Pumpkin Man content now, just look all over our YouTube channel. It's 99% of it is Pumpkin Man. So
It's everywhere. You can't miss it.
But today we're actually talking about something very fun. And something that will definitely happen at some point. We don't know the logistics yet. We don't know when. I'm sure it'll be a few years down the road. But something that I've always wanted to do is a Pumpkin Man haunted house. So we're going to be...
What?
I know, it's crazy.
I never would have guessed.
I know, it's crazy. I know I don't give off that vibe, but I kind of want to make a haunted house. So we're going to talk about Pumpkin Man haunted house. Now, obviously, I have several ideas, but I want to hear Nick and Janae's ideas because...
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I don't have any ideas.
Yeah, they'll come to you.
No.
They will come to you.
I follow your lead, dude.
Give me one idea right now.
Whatever's in your brain.
No, that's a cop-out. What would you want to see in a Pumpkin Man haunted house?
The Pumpkin Man.
Oh, okay.
That's a great idea.
That is a cop-out answer if I have ever heard
It's
one.
the right answer, though. It's a right answer.
It's not my thing. I just help you make it happen.
Nick, what is it Janae's thing?
This is your child.
It's collectively our thing.
It is our thing.
But
however,
But it's
whatever
your-
I say goes.
That's
it
what I'm saying, people.
is your baby.
It is my baby.
That's why I have no ideas.
And-
you just tell me how you want to do it, and I will help you.
And I just film it.
You do?
Yeah, you film it. I help with the logistics. I keep you under control.
I don't need to be wrangled in that much. Okay, so we're going to talk about our ideas for a Pumpkin Man haunted house because eventually it will happen. So I just want to start off by saying the most likely scenario where this does become a reality is going to be a home haunt in a garage when Janae and I actually have a house. So keep that in mind when we're talking about this, but if it were ever a bigger event, we're also going to talk about that. So you have no ideas?
I just want to hear what you say, and I will piggyback off of that.
Then we're going to start with our favorite boy who just loves to be turned on.
That's me.
All right, Nick, hit us.
I mean, mine's probably the most obvious one. Well, I don't know if it's most obvious, but we did just make 6 short films
Mm-hmm.
in the same universe as The Pumpkin Man. And they all precede the feature film The Pumpkin Man. And they all have monsters, their own unique monsters.
They do have their own unique monsters, yeah.
So you start with chapter 1,
Mm-hmm.
and you move through chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
What's after 2 is chapter 3,
You really are bad with numbers, aren't you?
and then 4, and then 5.
And what comes after 5?
This many.
That many. That's a 6.
So you walk through the chapters, right? You experience each monster, and the climax is Kerbis.
Of course.
That's the gist of it. I would say
You're going to need a lot more than a garage for
That
that.
is true.
yes, you are, but you can at least
You could
Yeah,
do
you-
6 years, one focused on each chapter.
you don't need to make like one room per monster, but I just
Right.
think you experience the monsters in order as of the chapters,
Right.
and just have like that one little moment theme to it. You don't have to, it's not, doesn't be a whole house or a whole room for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cool idea I think was to have the entire house filled with vines,
Mhm.
real or fake, whatever you want to do,
All leading
all leading
to.
to the Pumpkin Daddy.
That's me. I am the pumpkin daddy.
And then in those vines is like corpses and people like fighting for their lives.
Yes.
Like they're being taken and they're reaching out at you.
That would be really cool,
Trying
actually.
to, kind of like hell. If there's like,
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
All these people, like
the
if
pumpkin
they're
hell.
if they're like on the walls behind
Yes.
me in the
Yes.
room,
And
and
they're
then
just like, some are dead, some are, yeah.
yeah, that would be really
So,
cool, actually. We're gonna take notes because eventually all these ideas are gonna be worked in.
I thought that'd be pretty cool.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like pumpkin hell is like the theme.
Pumpkin
You're
hell.
in pumpkin hell.
Yes.
And the Lord is, well, you can't see him in the frame, but
Kerbis.
Kerbis.
He's right there. He's chilling. He'll be on the show at some point.
And yeah, I just think you experience the other monsters one way or another.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a given that we have to incorporate all of our monsters. It's truthfully, it's almost like I had planned that from the start. It's crazy, right?
It's weird
Who
how
would have
things
known
work
that all these monsters would eventually come together in a haunted house?
out. Not you.
Not me. Definitely did not
Look at us.
think about
Who would
that.
have thought?
Yeah. Would not have thought about that at all. It's not what I'm constantly thinking about at all times. I mean, now let's scale it back a bit, like on your end. Fit that into a garage.
So a
It just
realistic version. you're
doesn't
saying.
fit.
No, I mean I think you can pull off the vines thing in a way. You're not gonna have.
You could.
You're not gonna have it the way I envisioned it.
Because it's gonna have to be like switchback, big room.
Yeah.
And by big room, I mean like maybe
Half the garage.
yeah, half the garage.
So where one car would fit, Nick.
Yeah. Which I do think you could do that. Like it wouldn't be on the scale, but we could do that.
I may have misinterpreted this episode.
Well,
Oh, no.
I mean, this is
Believe
just
me.
a discussion.
No, yeah.
He's shooting for bigger than a garage.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
At one point, I would like to have an actual
if this were
warehouse.
if this were a full house, you could dedicate one room to each
Yes.
chapter, and then
And maybe one day we'll get to that point. I really hope that one day we do, because yes, like what I would prefer to do, and this is going beyond the garage. This would be let's say we have a warehouse, and it's got enough space to put a 40-minute long haunted house in there. I wouldn't do that. I would not put a 40-minute long haunted house in. What I would do is I would put a, you would enter the haunted house, and or enter the warehouse, and there would be a central midway, like there is at a lot of these haunted attractions. In the center would be a big statue of Kerbis. Let you know where you're at. And then I would basically, along the sides, I would make small haunted houses, and each one would be the different monsters: Lady Gwen, Puka, Psycho Claus, all that. And then in the back would be the biggest haunt, which would be the Kerbis
Very cool.
haunted house.
It'd be cool if you made the Kerbis statue big enough where you get that depth that we were talking about in Dead Man's Pier, where at any point you can always see Kerbis.
I think that would be awesome.
All my ideas are coming to like. This is like an HHN house. Like, imagine if you walked into Kerbis's mouth as the entrance.
That'd be cool too.
Imagine that.
No, that would be awesome. I think that we have a pretty diverse cast of characters that could be a lot of fun and kind of lend themselves to not only lend themselves to haunted houses, but lend themselves to different styles of haunted houses. You could do very traditional style haunted house with like a ghostly haunted house with Lady Gwen. You could do one in the woods with Cat Scratch. And then you could do like a trick or treat kind of haunted house with Puka. Witch's Brew would be the hard one.
Yeah, we'd have to like kind of create that world.
Yeah, because
coffee factory where they're producing.
Oh,
See, I do have ideas. They're just
that'd be good.
I have to talk about it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would love that.
That would have some like Silver Shamrock vibes to it. Almost.
Yes, that would be cool. Oh man, I love that idea.
What's the guy's name? The villain?
Colonel Cochran.
A Cochran type of character.
Yeah,
like the evil genius.
That would be cool.
Or something like that.
I like that.
It'd be fucking awesome.
Okay, before we get into what the Pumpkin Man maze would look like in this hypothetical Kingdom of Pumpkins, copyright Ryan Sheets, 2023.
Did you just copyright that?
I did. Trademarked.
Is that binding?
No,
Maybe.
Not at all.
Kingdom of Pumpkins, don't take it. I'll sue you. So before we get into that, I mean, obviously we're talking about the different mazes for all the different characters. What would you guys want to see in addition to that? Like, some haunts do escape rooms. Like, would you want escape rooms, photo ops? I think like any ideas would be cool. Like maybe places to watch the short films. Like a little screening room or something.
And you could do something similar to what Stranger Things did in 2018. Kind of walk through like you meet the characters like Kat and Jenny, and there's a scene where Michael gets his face ripped off, and you see the action of it. I'm thinking less. I wouldn't want to see like boo holes. Or maybe some, but I think I would want to make it not a tradition, like super traditional. I would want to like go outside the box with something. Like
I'm talking stuff in the midway, like different attractions as well as the mazes.
Oh, okay. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean you can always do like photo ops and stuff like that. You in costume.
Yes.
Axe throwing, but they're aiming for your head.
And the axes are real.
No.
We're just cooking right now.
I think a tribute style store would be cool. Obviously less.
What kind of budget are you operating on?
Billions.
Billions.
Obviously,
A
billions.
Horror Nights budget?
No, I'm just because stuff like this. Like, say we get the warehouse. Okay, we would make one maze that first year, and then next year we add an additional one. It grows, and eventually you have all this stuff. It's already built. And you don't have to build any more. You just have to staff it. Again, I'm not saying all this. This is like blue sky thinking right now, because obviously it's going to start in a garage. But yeah, I feel like you could do a lot of cool things in in a warehouse. You know, I think when you look at a lot of different haunts, they tend to just put just one maze in the warehouse, and I think it would be very cool to do a little bit more and have it like smaller scale. Like, I mean, they could almost be like garage size haunted attractions to save space for all the smaller characters. Then you have a big space in the back for the Pumpkin Man.
This would probably not be doable. Time wise, and
Say it
like, what if
anyways.
you walked in? Well, this would take more space. You walk into a small space, and you watch the short film, and then you experience the short film. And you walk in a different space, you watch short film, and then you experience short film.
Well, then just take a play out of Spook Show.
Spook Show 17.
Yeah, Spook Show 17, and just make a VR
Yeah,
That is true.
version of one of the short films.
That is true. But more likely than not, this will be starting in a garage. So, what is a must? What has to be in that version?
I don't know. That's tough. It's like what you have to more think of, like,
What is possible?
yeah, like, I guess you have to see. I mean, I guess a garage is a garage, but I mean, you would need some kind of climactic moment with Kerbis surrounded by pumpkins.
So I've always kind of like thought of it as you would enter the haunted house, and you would have this smaller scale for the first scene. You'd have this smaller scale kind of opening. It's still a little bit more grand than the rest of the house, but like I would want to build like the front of a barn and make it feel like it's nighttime. Like you're outside when you walk into this first room, and then you go through the barn, and then when you're zigzagging through the maze, you're in the barn. So like a very barn-esque theme.
And I think at that point, I feel like you have to experience the book, but in some sort, like he's.
Well, what if somebody was like outside of like when you're waiting to go in, somebody's reading the book or something?
They're pretty cool.
But yeah, I thought that starting it with a barn would be cool, and then having multiple, because we have a bunch of pumpkin masks, so having just pumpkin minions throughout the house, like probably 2, and then build up to Kerbis at the end. And I do like your idea with the vines a lot.
If you make it happen logistically, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It would add to the atmosphere of it, you know. Instead of just jump scare, just, you know, if you have people like reaching out at you, like in lines, like, yeah.
I mean, you'd probably need a lot of the people to be animatronics or mannequins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you can have some, like I said, you can have just mannequins just dead in the mines, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Skeletons like chilling.
yeah, skeletons.
All right. Well, any more ideas, Janae?
I guess you could start with kind of like how we were talking about Evil Dead Rise and the entrance to that house that we would want to see the incantation.
Yeah.
It's just echoing.
Yeah, throughout. I don't know if you could isolate it to one section of the garage, so it might just be either right outside the garage,
Or maybe that's what you're hearing when you're in.
or when
the
you're
line.
in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or whether you just have it playing throughout the house, but something like that.
Yeah.
Add a little bit more to the story, but
And then after you're done, you take a picture with Kerbis
Yeah.
and buy some merch and get some
Not
candy.
some merch. You buy all the merch.
All the merch. Yeah, you have to buy everything.
You have to buy one of everything.
Can I have one shirt?
No. No, you need all of them. All right, well, if y'all ain't got anything else.
No, I mean, that's.
I mean, if you want to get a little taste of some of the props and things we might incorporate into an eventual home haunt, definitely, if you're in the Florida area, check us out at Spookalla October 6th through October 8th, or Spooky Empire October 27th through 29th. We'll have a booth there.
And you can come meet Kerbis.
You can
Come say
get
hi
a
to
picture
Kerbis.
with him. You can get some killer hot sauce.
And you can buy the movie.
Yeah, we'll have Blu-ray copies.
Yeah, you can buy the movie.
But then that gives you just a little feel of the production value that we can do in a booth.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had one of the cooler booths at Spookalla.
Yeah, we had a very cool booth.
It was very eye-catching.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I thought we did great with it.
So
Except that big idiot. That one big idiot, the tall guy with the pumpkin for a head.
Hey, what was his deal? He was looking at me wrong all day.
Yeah.
All weekend.
And that voice, it's so annoying.
I kind of wanted to hit him.
Honestly, I think if he shows his face around again, you should. We're talking about the Pumpkin Man, which is me.
It is.
All right. Well, with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe. And
Southwest Films on YouTube. Watch the short films.
They're watching this on Southridge Films on YouTube, sir.
go back to our previous videos.
Yeah, go back to our previous videos.
Whoa.
Well, catch up on all things Pumpkin Man. Yeah, get ready for the film. It's coming out very soon, sooner than when we record this. September 5th. Pre-orders go live on ScreamTeamReleasing.com. Yeah, check us out. Get ready. Get excited. Till next time.
See you.
Peace.
Bye.